How's it going, my YouTube friends? Hopefully you're all having a fantastic Saturday night, as well as I most certainly am. It's been quite a very calm Saturday. I went to the gym and got a nice workout, got some filming done. I went to a couple of Goodwills and found some really great items to keep for myself, as well as ship them out and make some money. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic Saturday. I wanted to come on here and make a real quick live stream, unless you guys want me to go longer, which normally the viewers are the ones that choose that. But my theme of tonight, or my title of tonight, is talking about integrity. Hey Juxtapose, Pokemon Nick, and Candy Talks, how are you all doing? Yes, wow, there is a lot of you guys that came on really quick. I wanted to talk about the integrity of eBay sellers, Amazon sellers, online sellers, businessmen, business ladies, and things like that. I can always change the title of this live stream if you would like to go elsewhere with this this live stream instead of a very serious matter. I guess you can say we can make it more of a just fun, relaxing Saturday. Hang on a sec, I'ma surprise you. Oh no, you're gonna surprise me. Hopefully you're doing well, Juxtapose. I am doing a lot better than the last stream that I had. I kind of had a slight mental breakdown for a little second there, which I'm sure you don't notice, which is a good thing that you don't notice things like that. But I still am new with live streaming and learning different things and how to ignore certain people and certain phrases and things like that, and just let my moderators do their job by deleting certain people on there. Well, mental breakdowns are always a good time. Not. Yeah, that's for sure. And I have been trying to fight it. And the thing is, the best thing to do is, if I have a mental breakdown on YouTube, well, the best thing to do is go back on YouTube and keep fighting through it, even though I don't feel 100% well mentally, physically, emotionally, all that good stuff. But we all have those good and bad days, and I try and fight through it. Today, I think the gym really did help because I tore my body up with deadlifts. Just came to say hi. Thank you, Greninja. You did fantastic on Super Smash with ooh, I'm losing my mind, with Mike Can't Game. That was really good. How's it going, Johnny Palacios? You're very welcome. I wish he does more of those. I want him to do more Smash Brothers and Mario Kart. I loved it, dude. I blew my mind. I loved it so much, and I really appreciated that he played that. I know that was a surprise that he wanted to do, which I can't thank him enough for doing streams like that. Let me try and get my stream on here, because my oh so lovely Streamlabs OBS does not care to show your chat tonight. So yeah, I really gotta love Streamlabs. But yeah, here we go. Let me make sure I got this. Yeah, so yeah, my main thing tonight is to talk about the integrity of not only business people, but just people in general, and where they are coming from, and what you should look out for, what you should avoid. I guess this can go with anything with YouTubers, because it's not necessarily people just making money. It's quote unquote friends, or people that are trying to influence you to do something or another, such as subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, buy something from them, buy their merch, things like that. And the thing is, I most certainly had a experience with a buyer seller on Amazon and eBay that I may do a video all on its own to try and get the awareness out there. But there is things out there to really be concerned about when you purchase from eBay and Amazon sellers, if they truly do care about you as a customer, or do they truly care about you as a moneymaker, which is a very big concern that we have today. Because as for me, sorry about the motorcycle, live on a very, very busy street, so I apologize. And it's St. Patrick's Day right down the street in a little town right next door. But anyways, the thing is, I try and stay as clean as I can with not breaking rules or to pulling the cover over people's eyes with trying to sell them something that is false, or I guess the word is manipulative, things like that. And it's humbling to know that I can stay as clean as that, yet at the same time my business isn't taking off with the money stance as the people that are doing it the wrong way, or the people that are flexing what they can do. Now the thing is, when there's people out there, if you want to learn Amazon, eBay, or just YouTube in general, or people in life with anything, you got to be really, really careful with what their integrity is, because they may just use you without you even knowing it, but you think it's a great idea because you think you're going to make some money, and you think you're going to make people, really appreciate you even more in life. But the sad reality is you may not. The people that are wise will smell that so fast and will know that you're full of bullshit, pretty much. And the concern is there's a lot of people that would like to get into eBay and Amazon, but they think that they need to buy a subscription or learn from somebody, or you see all those ads that are all over the place, or you see all these people hyping up, hey, I just made $50,000 this year, I made $100,000. Well, the thing is, we don't walk the same path as you, and I think the thing is, they need to understand that as well, but they don't, because I think their focus mainly on is themselves and them trying to make money, which I understand that. It's a business game for sure. But if you don't have customers and you don't have people that trust you and that understand you and where you're coming from, then what do you have? And my biggest concern is exactly that. And I always put all my eggs in one basket, I guess you can call it, and let people know exactly where I'm coming from and exactly what I'm going to be doing, because I don't want to be shady. And the thing is, there's different types of shadiness out there with anything, with eBay, Amazon, at your work. I mean, shoot, you could be working with somebody that thinks that you think that they're your best friend in the whole wide world, and that when you leave that job of 5 years from experience, they never talk to you again. They never message you on Facebook. They never text you. Nothing. Just because you don't work with them anymore or see them anymore, they don't talk to you anymore. So the question is, what's the integrity of these people? Should you be afraid? Should you be concerned? Should you be guarded? Should you have a wall up? Or should you just trust everybody? That's my biggest concern and question for tonight. For the serious topic at the beginning of this live stream, of course, we can go and be silly and talk about other things later. But I really do want to talk about this subject because it's been bothering me, because I've had that situation on Amazon and eBay with the particular seller that has no integrity, that doesn't care about anybody but themselves and to only make money. And the thing is, the most billionaire people out there, they care about people because that's their way to work themselves up in the chain. As they care about other people, you make other people rich, they will help you out in the long run. As there is a story about a guy that was making $500,000 a year, $1 million a year with his business, where he had like 60 to 70 employees or so, and they were all making 40 grand a year, but they were all making different prices, right? So the thing is, what he did was he dropped his pay to 100 grand. No, dropped his pay to 70 grand, $70,000 just for him alone. right? So I think he was a single man, no children, nothing like that. So he dropped his pay 70 grand. That's quite a lot of money, and that's quite enough to sustain yourself for anybody out there. You can pay your taxes, you can pay for a house, you can pay a mortgage, you can have a car, you can pay your phone bill, you can pay your internet, you can pay for rent. I mean, that's more than enough because 45 grand is perfect. I mean, that's really making it by without having luxury items. That's living in an apartment at dirt cheap prices, paying for groceries and things like that, but nothing extravagant like going to, let's say, Six Flags or, I don't know, Disney World or something like that. But this guy raised everybody's price from 40 grand to $70,000. Now, once he did that, his business just took off. The main reason is because these people are getting more money, so they're going to work harder for what they have because they understand that that is good work and money. That is money that they are working as hard as they can. They are comfortable living because if you work a crap job, most people will not put their time and effort into that job. If they're making top money, let's say $25 an hour, I bet you that they will work their asses off just to make this company take off. For example, let's say Walmart, if those people are making $25 as a cashier, you know they're going to be the friendliest people in the world, even though that the customers are not very nice to them. You know, in their mind, they're going to go, I'm making 25 bucks an hour. That's a lot of money. I'm going to be nice to these people. Even though that they're being brats to me, I'm going to be nice. But no, they're making $11 or so an hour, which is nothing to laugh at, but they're still kind of crabby at the same time. I mean, of course, we're going to have those days where we're going to be crabby and irritated and things like that, which happens. But to know you're going into a job that's going to make you $70,000 a year, which means you don't have to worry about driving a hoopty of a car, living in dirt of a apartment, having to worry about paying your bills. And this guy was just genius because he had fantastic integrity. And that's the big thing that I really wanted to talk about because it's been really bothering me. And like I said, to juxtapose, I kind of had a small mental breakdown because I'm just frustrated with a whole bunch of things that are going on. But in the long run, the main thing is it's that integrity that you have to keep to yourself to stay as strong as you can and really be true to yourself no matter what. I mean, of course, like I said, we're going to have those rough days. We're going to have those irritation days. Maybe we didn't get enough sleep. Maybe we didn't get enough food. Maybe we lost money somewhere. Maybe something happened in your family. I don't know. Whatever the reason may be is whatever the reason may be. There is no thing that makes it better or worse than the next person. As for me, let's say my cat gets sick. That's going to feel like my child is sick as somebody that may have a child and say, well, you don't understand what it feels like to have a child that's sick. Well, I don't have a child, but I have a cat. My cat is my child. That is my life. This is how I feel. So to tell somebody that they don't feel that same way is complete bullshit. So you got to stay as true as you can. I'm ranting here because I just got to get this off my chest. It's so irritating to see not only YouTubers, but just people in general on Amazon, on eBay, in the grocery store, cashiers, boss. It doesn't matter who it is. It's just that I see it all the time and that they take people for granted, and it's not right. It's not fair. But again, the thing is, it's karma. If you believe in karma, if they're not going to be right and follow the rules of society norms or society businesses, then they may crash and burn. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20, who knows? But as long as you stay clean on whatever path you have, that is integrity. Absolutely 100%. And that, again, has been really bothering me lately, and I just wanted to say that on my YouTube channel and say that on my live. I know it's a nice Saturday and we're just trying to relax and have fun, but I just wanted to say my 2 cents because I'm able to, as well as everybody else out there is able to say their 2 cents, as well as people in my chat. If you want to say your 2 cents on this subject, if I'm wrong, if I'm right, that's the freedom of it, because I'm open-minded to understanding where people are coming from. And like I said, it's just frustrating. It's frustrating with me trying to stay as clean as I can on my eBay, only to see somebody that's as dirty as dirt, ripping people off, breaking the rules, breaking the law, and making hundreds of thousands of dollars on top of it, laughing, put it in their bank, driving their Jaguars or Mercedes, whatever cars that they want to just throw their money on. And it's ridiculous because they don't have integrity. Yet I'm over here with integrity, trying to work as hard as I can, trying to sell everything I can, and just keep rocking with what I have. How's it going, Junk Girl? Thank you for coming along on this lovely rant that I have on this Saturday. But yeah, for the 18 minutes or so that I've been talking about this, it's mainly about the integrity of sellers, about the integrity of business people, and the integrity of friends. And that's the biggest thing to just keep your eye out on, because if you start seeing like odd things going on, you know, where they're using you, but you really want to keep that friendship, sometimes losing a friendship and keeping your own integrity, again, that same word's going to keep popping up. If you want to take shots for every word I say, that integrity, you're probably going to be drunk. So please don't play that game. But anyways, I digress. But the thing is, it's that, you know, people need to understand that we need to stay helpful and help each other and not make anybody feel less than who they are. Even if somebody's a millionaire, they should still talk to you and treat you just the same and equal as you are, as they are. And that's how it should be. But sadly, people don't do that. People don't care. And that's what's breaking my heart right now. And the thing is, I have to just, maybe I need to shut off YouTube for a little bit. Like not watch certain YouTube channels or anything like that, and just stick to my fun shows that I watch. And I can shout out a whole bunch of great channels that you guys are probably already watching already, because it's an enjoyable thing. But the thing is, when you start watching things and you start getting angry with, why are these people flexing that they have money? Why are they flexing that they have cash? Why must they do that? Is there something that they are lacking that makes them have to do this? And it kind of bothers me, because I don't want them to feel that way. I don't want them, the richest rich and the poorest poor, I don't want them to feel that way. But sadly, that's how it goes. And we live in a world that is all about showing your money and showing what your worth is with money and things and junk and shit you don't need. So the thing is, I come from this 20-minute spiel before we just hang out and chit-chat and do whatever we want to do. I come to a conclusion that we all should stay as true as we can to ourselves, not worry about what other people think, and stay focused on what you want to do. If you're scared and you're uncertain with things, there's a bunch of people out there that you can find out by doing just chatting with them and finding out, are you acting like you're above me? Are you acting as a same person as me? And to just really fight for what you're wanting in life, and not to feel put down by somebody, to actually feel raised up and equal, if not felt more motivated to do anything you want. And that's my spiel. So I don't mean to do a long 20-minute chit chat, but I mean, it's just something that's been bothering me, and I wanted to talk to all 7 of you guys that are on here, guys, women. I do appreciate you being here on this lovely Saturday night. That means a lot to me, more than you think, because I think we're all kind of in the same like group of, we're all wanting to help each other. I sure hope we do. And if somebody falls behind, we're going to stop. We're going to wait for you and help you back up. If you fall in the mud, we'll brush that mud off and we'll keep you going. So I just want to do a little chit chat, like I said, and that's my spiel. I didn't mean to go 21 minutes, but thank you so much for all listening, all 7 of you. What is your thoughts on this? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Because I think that we all need to just help each other. I mean, we live in a shitty world currently where everybody has to be better than the next person. And we all see that all the time. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, got to show up the next person just to make me feel better and put you down because I want to feel better. No. Let's help each other. If you guys want to learn to sell on eBay and Amazon, I will give you everything I know. But I can't do it all in one video. I'll have to spread it out, of course. But it's like, I'm here for you, you're here for me. Of course, there's going to be trolls, but that's life. But yeah, sorry about that. How is everyone doing on this Saturday night? I guess it's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow, which is a very, very silly holiday for Americans to drink because we are not all Irish, as the Irish actually do not really celebrate it because they close down their pubs. And I think they act like it's more like Thanksgiving type of thing where it's like a feast. I'm not 100% sure on that, but Google will probably tell you that I might be 100% sure, but I don't know. But Pokemon Nick, I appreciate you. I think what you did was what you did for that surprise with getting everybody in here to hang out. Now, if you're new here, please make sure you hit that subscribe button because it'll do a really cool thing on the screen. Let me make sure that the screen thing will do it. Because it's really cool. And it'll go right over my face and the little guy's going to try and eat me. But please don't make him eat me. But anyways, if you're not already subscribed, please do. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Doesn't matter either way. I went to Rabbit and started watching you live with Pokemon Nick Productions crew. Oh, very cool. I think I've heard of Rabbit. I think Mr. Mike Can't Game was talking about Rabbit, where you can hang out with everybody. I'm actually gonna look it up real quick. Where you can hang out with everybody and like watch movies together, and it's like a friendly like hangout, where you guys can just do things together. You know. Correct me if I am incorrect, if that makes sense. But yeah, I think Rabbit. Hopefully I'm saying it right. Yeah, you can like watch Netflix together and hang out and chat. I don't know if you can do like video. Let me see. That's really cool that you brought all your crew here. I appreciate that. Pokemon Nick's crew, you guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me and listening to my lovely spiel. But yeah, it does sound cool, Junk Girl. Absolutely. I'm going to have to look into that. Because I don't know if I would necessarily do it. But you are correct. Yeah, I don't. Now my question is, can you like FaceTime with people? Because I know you can like message. I think. I don't know. I don't know how it goes. But I'm pretty sure you can like message each other and be like, hey, how's it going? What's going on? Things like that. But I'm not too sure. I am very new to the internet. You have to forgive me because this is my first time being on the internet and all, so I mean, I don't really know what I'm doing, so gotta forgive me with that. But yeah, hopefully you're all doing well. If you do celebrate St. Patrick's Day, then go power to you. Make sure you wear the green, as I actually at a thrift shop. I don't know if I have it in here, but I have a green shirt, super bright green shirt that's like you can't miss it. You know, some green is like green, like this kind of green. You know, some green is green, but this is like green in your face, like whoa, chill out with the green. But it says, this is my only green shirt. And I think it's awesome because it's true. I mean, I have a running shirt, which, oops, I'm rocking the wrong way. You can see right here, I have a bib when I ran a 5K, and then behind this stuff, I have 2 bibs of a 10K. I ran 2 10Ks, both less than an hour. The first one was the fastest one at 54 minutes for a 6.4 mile. I am super proud of it, so let me boast a little bit for a second, please. It was roughly an 8-minute mile, and then sadly I vomited twice, and the second time was in front of a little girl, so I felt bad, and I hope she wasn't haunted, so I hope that she's okay. But anyways, my main thing is not to boast about it. It's to say you can do it too. I never thought I could run, but I can run. I'm not really sure. You can chat with people who are viewing with this. Oh, I know. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, you have to sign up. It says join Rabbit today and watch the latest TV shows, movies, and more with friends. As I'm sure it's only about Netflix, I think. I don't know. I guess you have to like have the same thing. Users watch on mobile are under the age of 30. Okay, I don't think that really matters, but I think they're trying to say is that a lot of young people watch this sometimes. But again, I don't want to apologize, but I want to thank you all for allowing me to vent for the lovely 20 minutes about integrity of customers and bosses and friends and eBay sellers and YouTubers, maybe particularly resellers on YouTube, things like that. Netflix, Hulu, YouTube, or just whatever. That's really cool. I like that. That's really cool, Nick. I appreciate that. If you 3 people, have not subscribed to Pokemon Nick, go ahead and do so if you are interested in like video games and stuff like that. Hulu, I still get you. I still got you. Everyone needs to vent once in a while. Absolutely Candy talks, as I bet you may talk about venting in some of your videos that may be coming up very shortly, which I am very excited to see some of those new videos that are coming out. Because we all have to start somewhere. I mean, look at my very first video, which I purposely left it on my channel. Actually, my very first was me playing guitar, but I don't want that to be my very first. My very first was terrible I couldn't keep my thoughts straight. I mean, I was talking to a camera for the first time, really. And I don't know. I didn't know what to say. And my mind just kept racing, and I just kept saying what I thought I could say. And I'm sure there's no different than I feel right now. But yeah, like I said, you got to start somewhere, and it really does help when you start learning things, such as my whole like setup here, my mic, my camera, my lights, things like that. Again, I don't think I said this, but I don't want to stay too long on here because this light is killer when I try and go to sleep, because I think it's blue light, like daylight. So daylight has blue light in it, which really messes up your algorithm. But hey, it's the weekend, so who really cares if I go to bed at 4 a.m.? It's no big deal. I'll just sleep till noon, you know. But yeah, it's the weekend. I decided to go to the gym. I filmed it, but I am having like odd thoughts with where I want my YouTube channel to go, because there's 2 different aspects that I could stay. I could stay as the reseller guy that talks about reselling. I could be strictly, hey, this is how you make money. This is how you sell crap. I can sell you crap. I can make you sign up for bullshit stuff and things like that, which is, yes, that's a part of me. That's one aspect of me. And what to do when you're struggling, because not a lot of resellers on YouTube talk about struggling with money and having their finances tied up. Who knew? Who knew? I mean, I thought that they were human, but that's just me. I thought that these resellers on YouTube are human, and that they have struggles, and their money gets tied up somehow. But no, they're out there thrifting every day, all day, and they're saying that they're making sales all the time, which I don't understand that. I don't know. Fun fact, my shirt's backwards. Anyways, I wanted to just talk about how I could just do strictly reselling, or on the other hand, I could talk about, my life in general, my powerlifting life, my being healthy, which I would love for other people to just take a little aspect of that, just a little one. Oh, the struggle, but all those stacks. Oh, they struggle, but all those stacks. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they do struggle. I don't know if they struggle. They're trying to make it look like they don't. I mean, there's some YouTubers out there that have 56,000 subscribers. I think one of the most humble one, which I will give a shout out to if you are interested in this guy and learning on how to be, I think that's what he does, is this aspect where he talks about health and becoming debt free. I know you're joking. I know. I get ya. But I mean, this guy talks about being debt free, caring about his wife, his life, his family, and his name is The College Picker. So if you are interested in learning about reselling, paying off debt, just debt, I mean, you don't have to get into this for full time. Most certainly check that guy's channel out. He's really, really prevalent, I guess the word is, really, really active on Instagram. I would most certainly check that out because he will answer your questions anytime you have them, which is so awesome. And he doesn't boast about anything. He doesn't boast about how much money he has. He boasts about he got out of debt, and so can you, because most of the people in America are in debt. Either they didn't mean to, or they meant to, or it just got out of hand, or a tragedy happened, anything like that. And this guy not only shows you one way, such as Amazon, or eBay, or Mercari, or Poshmark, or Facebook Marketplace, or Craigslist, or Etsy. He sells on all. And they're all different items too. So you got to stick to what you like. If you like clothing, stick with that clothing niche. Like, don't worry about anything else. You're trying to pay off that debt, which most of us do. I cannot speak for anybody else, but I can speak for myself. My business put me into debt. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to be those resellers out there that are going to lie about things like that, because that's just wrong. I'm 100% real here. This is me. I'm in debt because of my business. I followed the steps of some resellers on YouTube and got into debt. That's me. That's my life. So my thing is, be careful who you listen to. Be careful of the integrity of people that you listen to, because they may screw you over without you knowing it. So be careful, okay? That's my biggest thing with reselling, of course. When it comes to just life, it's the same thing. People can screw you over. Watch Judge Judy. Seriously, watch Judge Judy, which is my favorite. I know. Guilty pleasure of Judge Judy. Because what'd she say? God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth, so shut your mouth and use your 2 ears because he intended for you to listen more, or something like that. He intended for you to listen double as much as you talk, so shut your mouth. I love Judge Judy. She's so awesome when she talks like that. She sure is. I love Judge Judy. But I mean, if you watch the cases that she has, they're family. It's a mom suing the cousin. It's a brother suing his sister. Like, what are you doing? I don't understand what's going on here. This isn't right. Like, why? It's because you trusted them. And I get it. We trust family. But sometimes you have to have that backup, that guard, that shield, I guess, a little bit, that shield with the peephole where you're like, all right, guys, I'm protected. All right, I got my shield and I can see. Oh, I think it's okay. All right, I think we're good. Let's go. Let's go try it out. But only a little bit. I'm going to stick my toe in the water or the pool to make sure it's not too cold. All right, it's not too cold, so I'm going to jump in. Test the water before you go. Absolutely. And that's the biggest thing I have to say. And if I'm talking to two people or eight people or hundred thousands of people, I'm gonna say the same thing. And it's, again, it's frustrating because I'd like to talk to a lot more people, but at the same time it's kind of humbling to be able to talk to a small amount of group of people because my chat's not flying. It's not flying by. And I've seen things like that. And it also really kind of bothers me when I see some YouTubers and they get, donations, or they get super chats. They get big super chats like $5, $20, and they just say, um, I thank you, Jeremy, for the $5 donation. Really? Really? Thank you, Jeremy, for that $5 donation of your hard earned money. I appreciate it. I appreciate you giving me money. They don't have to give you money. They're giving you views. If you're over 1,000 subscribers, you're getting money from their views because they're watching your ads. So what the heck? Be humble. Why aren't people humble these days? Anyways, I'm just irritated, and I wanted to just rant, and I'm going to keep this video up because I think it's a good thing to let the public know if anybody is dealing with that. But I'm surprised you guys didn't hear my little my shirts backwards thing, but whatever. Yep. Yes, sirree. Shirt is backwards. My hair is poofy because I use shampoo today. I do not like using shampoo because it really messes with the oils and healthiness of your hair because it strips it. So I just do it every so often. And if people say, ew, that's gross, well, you should have seen my hair when I donated it. So I don't want to hear it. They still took my hair. A child or an adult that's struggling with cancer still received my hair. So they are happy with it. It doesn't matter if I wash it or not. Who cares? They don't. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. People need to just calm down. It's okay. Anyways, I need to take a drink. Talk amongst yourselves. Ooh, that's a loud pop. So, yeah, that's my Saturday. But I did do a pretty good job at the gym. I went to a thrift shop, which I went to two Goodwills. I may go to the Savers tomorrow and a Goodwill. My consignment shop closes on Sundays because they're a Christian consignment shop. So they observe Day of Rest. I think it's what it's called in the Christian religion, is they observe the Day of Rest. Or the Sabbath. I think it's called the Sabbath. Any of you Christians or Catholics out there, let me know. I think the Sunday is the Sabbath, and that means they rest and they don't work. So they just go to church and religion. Religion? Yeah, they religion on that day. Yeah. I think most of them religion on that day and religion on Wednesdays, but I think that's pretty cool that they take a break on Sundays. And they close early on Saturdays at like 5 p.m., which kind of sucks for me because I'm traveling. I go to at least 6 different thrift shops on Saturdays, and it's like that's my last one to go to. So I'm like trucking to get there by 4:30, but that's all right. I do my best. I do my best. Totally lost my mind with what I was just talking about, but Saturday, Sunday. Oh, man. Yes, I went to a Goodwill. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. Yes, that's what I've remembered. Now I remember. Yeah, Sabbath is Sundays. But Wednesdays is PSR, which I have no idea what that stands for, so I apologize for the people that know what PSR are or that attend church. I apologize. There is no disrespect. It's just out of ignorance on my part because I do not know. Just like if somebody was Jewish, I apologize. I don't know much about it. I'm open to it. All religions are pretty cool, but I don't want to talk about religion because people are going to start arguing. Maybe they will. I don't know. You guys seem pretty calm, which is kind of cool because, again, we all understand each other. That's one of the 10 commandments. Okay, so that's right, because wasn't it the very small memory I have of going to church when I was a child? God made 6 days and rested on the seventh day. Therefore, Sunday is the rest of God, and that's why you observe church and rest, go to church, not work on Sunday, something like that. I think that's pretty cool how they do that because this consignment shop is like that. They're very, very good people. I really wish that the owner's son was still there, but he went down south to a different store 45 minutes away from me, which kind of is rough because he gave me a awesome deal on humidifiers. They had them for $35 a piece. They had like 16 of them all there. And excuse me. And I said they were 30, and he goes, I go, if I buy one, how much could you make it? He goes, I'll make it 15. I go, let me think. If I buy them all, would you make them $10 a piece? He goes, you got it. I'll help you load them up. So I got all 15 of these innovative humidifiers. They're little spouts that go on the top, and then they're kind of like 8-ball shape. You know what I'm talking about, shaped like that. And the thing is, they sold on Amazon for $89 a piece. $89 a piece. And I had one person return them. I kept one for myself, and I gifted one to somebody else. So I still made my money back, and I still made a bunch of money. I mean, he said that they've been sitting there for a long time, and it was a lady that purchased them on that one channel, HDI, HD, I don't know. It's like the Hallmark channel, but no, you like sell things. They sell things to you. Like an infomercial something or another. I'm not sure. Whatever it was. But anyways, I found this really cool thing. It's a excuse me. It's a Red Dead Redemption pen set. There's 4 different pins, like that you pin on your shirt or anything like that, like a book bag or something like that. But it was Red Dead Redemption. Home Shopping Network, yes. HSN. HSN, yes. Yes, thank you, Candy Talks. I appreciate that. But it's like these pins for Red Dead Redemption, and one said Red Dead Redemption, and another said like something about Outlaw, and then there's 2, one black and red and another black and red, but reverse of an R for Rockstar because they're Rockstar games. Well, I'm kind of a fan of Rockstar attire and Rockstar drinks, which I don't drink a lot lately, but I did a long time ago. And I just like the logo and the things like that. So I'm actually going to put those pins, well, maybe one, on my hat, which is pretty cool because I have a fox hat. It's a bicycle brand. It's called Fox. I don't know if you're familiar with that, but I think that's really cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with the other 2 because I don't play Red Dead Redemption. I did a long time ago, which was kind of cool because you get to ride horses and play games like that and shoot, for your food and actually have to survive in the wilderness. Yeah, it's really cool, Candy Talks. I was excited. Then I went to the next Goodwill and I found like a dock for you putting 3 phones in or something like that. They only wanted $1, and on Amazon it sold for $26, which is a lot of money. Yet when I go up to the case, I saw a Nintendo DS for a whopping $25. what is going on? I'm not going to make any money on that. So you're going to overprice your Nintendo stuff, but you're going to underprice things that are going to make me money. I could have easily sold that thing that I bought for $1 to buy that DS. I mean, I found this guy for $16 at Savers. And this is a Nintendo 3DS. And it even has, you know, Mario Kart 7 inside of it. So I got a free game, essentially. I mean, so I got this guy, which doesn't have a stylus, but it does sell for very good money, double my money. But I keep it for myself because I'm a collector of old school games. And also I found this guy for, I think, $10. This is a Nintendo DSi, which means Internet XL. So it's a lot bigger than this little guy, as you can tell. Even though this one's newer than this guy, but there was one that was like this. It was called the DSi, just the DSi, which means it goes online. Then they created the XL, which got it bigger. And then I think right after this one, it went to the Nintendo 3DS, which, a little fun fact, if you are interested, Nintendo tried to do 3DS or 3D type of gaming back in the 90s or 80s, but they failed miserably because they couldn't get it spot on without people getting headaches, and they were afraid that it would really mess up somebody's vision if they did it too long. Because I mean, even with warnings of these the 3DS XL and things like that, even with warnings, people are still going to overplay them. But it was called the Bugle Boy. Let me make sure I am correct. It was something like, right? Yeah. Yeah, they don't make it anymore, but if you find them, you will make a lot of money. It's called the Virtual Boy. Virtual Boy. So, I will try and show you exactly what it looks like if you are interested. Bring this guy over. Again, you have to forgive me. This is my first time. Very, very first time. I've never done this before. I'm just kidding. Yeah, this is hey, give me 1 second. Video capture. That is the item right here. Oh, the Visual Boy. Visual Boy sequel ideas might come to Nintendo 3DS. So this item, but looks so weird. I apologize. I can't. Yeah, but this was one of Nintendo's first creations of 3D items. So I thought that was pretty cool. And that is how, you know, so Nintendo wanted to do that, but they were afraid because it wouldn't succeed as well as they thought. So then they just kind of scrapped it and didn't think too much about it later on. But yeah, little fun fact for you, for those that are watching. But yeah, it's interesting with get this moved over. It's interesting with the things that we all find on day-to-day basis, and it's kind of interesting how much people will spend money on things. As I just saw somebody on YouTube talking about how he spent $6.99 on a Star Wars toy from like the 70s, like 1977 when the first one came out. And with all the parts there, even being dirty and a little bit rough shape, it still sells for like, I don't know, $350, $380, all complete with the box. So the thing is, keep the boxes to things. I mean, I do. If you ever want to resell something, even if you're not a reseller, if you ever want to get some money back from something instead of just donating it or scrapping it, keep the box. A lot of my phones, I keep the box, which I don't resell my phones. Absolutely not. I just keep them and I put them in a junk drawer and put my phones that way. But my phones I use years and years and years before I get a new one. Like this Note 5 I've had for 3 or 4 years now, whenever it first came out. So it's like I keep the things that I have and I take care of them as well as I can, because what's the use in destroying something that you paid very, very good money on? It just doesn't make sense. I mean, you got to be careful with things. I mean, this phone is $800, $900 altogether. As T-Mobile, lovely, lovely T-Mobile, I was paying like $40 a month just to keep the phone. And then after the 2 years of having it, they said you can either return the phone and switch it out for a new phone, or you can purchase this one outright, which is only like $100 or so, and keep this, but then you won't be in the program. And I go, what's the program? Well, the program is you pay $40 a month. I'm not sure if it is 40, but you pay per month for using the phone. If you want to switch it out for a brand new one, you're eligible. You just trade in your phone for a brand new one, and then that starts the whole cycle over again, which sounds like a scam. It doesn't make sense. Just buy the phone outright and stop leasing your phone. It doesn't make sense. It's going to ruin you with money and debt. And that's a whole nother thing that people need to be concerned about, because people think leasing a car is a great idea, when in reality, I mean, you could just put that money towards something, towards a cheaper car, and not have to be living the posh lifestyle as most people do with those Rolls Royces and those expensive cars that we see every day driving around. And in reality, they're most likely leasing them out. I mean, it's not actually theirs, but they're going to call it theirs because, again, it's all about material things and thinking that you are better than the next person because they don't have the newest things. You don't have the newest phones. You don't have the newest watch or bullshit like that. But yeah, I just keep rambling. Again, I'm not going to stay on too long. I'll probably get off of here for an hour. This is probably one of my shortest live streams. My most live stream was like 2 Fridays ago. It was a good 4.5 hours, I believe. It was quite nuts. Quite nuts. And I only wonder if the reason for it to last that long was because I had a little something to drink. I'm not sure. But I had quite a lot of people on there chit-chatting with me, and they kept me on. And I thought that was kind of cool because, I don't know, it was just really nice to chat with people. And I can't believe, yeah, you remember. Yeah, it was you, the Cajun Ninja, and I think somebody else that was kind of lurking and not talking. Just fine. I'm giving up on trying to make people talk. If people are just want to listen to me in the background, that is 100% fine. I'm learning YouTube and I'm learning live stream. It's a whole new ballpark for me, and I don't want to be upset, and I don't want to, be irritated about things like that, because I truly appreciate people just being here listening to me or watching me, or just watching me, or maybe just listening, or maybe both. I don't know. But it was quite nice to just hang out with everybody, and didn't mean to get a little intoxicated at that time, but hey, we all do it every once in a while. I guess most of us, unless you live a dry life, which is fine. I respect that as well. I just don't live a dry life sometimes. It's just nice to let loose without letting too loose, I guess. Because I'm not the one that will drink too much, because that'll make me sick. I'm very, I guess you can say, like, my insides are pretty sensitive. So I'm like, okay. Keep rambling. I got like 4 more minutes here with all you guys. I truly appreciate you all being here. And again, listening to my 20-minute rant, which again, I don't know if you guys agree or not, but I mean, if you don't have a voice in it, that's fine, but just understand where it's going. I'm going to head to go soon. Long day tomorrow. Going to bed soon. Long day tomorrow. All right, Candy Talks, you have a fantastic night and you sleep well. And thank you for joining me tonight, as well as everybody else that has joined me, because I think this is actually one of my best streams that I've had so far. All of my other ones have just been me just hanging out, but I think I need to, like I said, either stick to strictly reselling, which a lot of resellers may not like the info that I put out there, but I really like the idea of what the Craigslist picker does, because he not only helps people find things or gives them advice on things, he understands where they're coming from, and that we're all trying to just pay off our debts. Most of us. I mean, some people get into reselling to pay off debts or supplement their job. Sometimes it's a full-time job within itself, and that's fine. Thanks, and don't worry, you'll find your niche. And I'm trying. I appreciate that. Thank you for the positive words. That means so much. I truly think that it will take time. I'm, I guess, a new YouTuber. I've been doing it for a couple years, though. I wouldn't say new, but new in the sense of I don't even have 200 subscribers. I mean, I don't even have 160. I think I'm at like 156, 157 or so, which is fine. But like Candy Talk said, I will find my niche. It does take time. Just like fitness, just like health, just like finding a good job, just like a family or getting a pet. You got to do your research, but sometimes even so much research can only go so far because things change. Life happens, and that can happen. So, again, I appreciate everybody that's been here. I that truly does mean a lot, because I do actually call you all my YouTube friends, because you guys are my friends. You girls are my friends. All of you are my friends. Young or old, doesn't matter to me. You're here for me as well as I'm here for you. If you have any questions about reselling, my life, your life, needing help with anything, if you feel alone in this world, I am here for you. Message me on Instagram. I do not really use my Twitter, nor do I really care about Twitter as I maybe should, but I'm not too good with that. I like to stick to one or two things. I do not get on Facebook much, so don't worry about that. My Instagram is Thrift Hunter with the 3 for an E. Go ahead and go on there and message me directly, and I will get to you very, very fast. Again, like I said, I am here for you as well as you guys are all here for me. I will be making more videos very shortly. I know they're not going to be super spectacular, but they're going to be on topics pretty serious to reselling and again, the integrity thing, because that's the most recent one I want to talk about, is because I had an experience and I want to tell my story to all those resellers out there that may be listening and are curious about what's going on out there. Maybe they do it as well, and maybe they should stop. But other than that, I appreciate it, like I keep saying all the time, because it really does mean a lot. And make sure you view all my old videos that I worked really hard on. I really did. Some of them took me 4 hours to make. But thank you all so much. And you all have a fantastic night and weekend. Thank you. Bye.